Hi, folks. It's the Mike Nowak Show with Peggy Malecki. No, that's not Peggy Malecki. That's Doug Taron. And Doug, we're so excited to have you back on the program. He is the Chief Curator of the Chicago Academy of Sciences at the Peggy Notebaert Nature Museum. He's an entomologist, a butterfly expert, a dragon and damselfly expert, the director of the Illinois Butterfly Monitoring Network, president and co-steward of the Friends of Bluff Spring Fen. And I'm not going to list any more because I'll get those wrong too. But Doug's going to be with us on the show this Sunday. And Doug, we're so glad to have you back.
Always good to be here.
And we're gonna geek out on insects this Sunday because insects are cool. I showed Doug this video and he had some bad news for me. Let's take a quick look at this. And I said, Doug, hey Doug, what do we got here? What a cool looking insect. And Doug said, I don't think you're gonna like the answer. And why is that, Doug?
It's because it's a squash vine borer moth. And it's going to do some damage to your squashes and cucumbers, I'm afraid.
Sorry, I gotta go. I gotta go out to the backyard. Right? Oh no! And I thought it was just some harmless, really cool looking insect. But see, now I've learned. Now I know. Last year you identified a butterfly moth for hummingbird moth for us. So that was cool. So that's one of the things we'll talk about on Sunday. You're making a trip tomorrow to look at fritillaries. What's that all about?
Yeah, we're going down to the Kankakee Sands area in far eastern Illinois.
Oh, I didn't want to do that. I'm sorry. No, that just makes me sad all over again. Okay, keep going.
So we're going to be counting Regal Fritillaries, which is a threatened species here in Illinois.
Yes, and that's different from the fritillary you see in your backyard if you're growing violets. Another reason you might want to keep some violets in your yard, right?
Yeah, great spangled fritillaries are a fairly common butterfly in suburbia, and they're just gorgeous. They're big and orange with silvery spots underneath. And the Regal fritillaries have a very different look from that. They're black and orange and very, very striking, about the size of a monarch.
Okay, and speaking of monarchs, I'm glad you said that because we saw that awful insect on my milkweed. How are monarchs doing this year? Give folks a preview of what we'll talk about on Sunday.
Well, it's a little early to tell. We're just seeing the emergence of the first summer generation. They got here around the end of May, and so far it looks like the generation that's just starting to emerge right now might be doing pretty well, but it's a little early to tell.
Okay, and that's the way things are in science. You don't really know, until you have. Although the numbers coming out of Mexico were not great this year, were they?
Numbers were down a bit in Mexico, not outrageously so, but really the summer reproductive success here is much more important as a driver than the survival in Mexico over the winter. So we'll see what happens.
That's something you've said on our show for years. And so, folks, listen to Doug because he knows. One more quick thing before we go, because you are a dragonfly expert. What can you tell us about dragonflies this year?
Dragonflies are having kind of a middling year. We're seeing a bunch of them, but not outrageously large, but not super small either.
Okay, and we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the dragonflies. We'll talk about monarch butterflies, the fritillary, Regal Fritillary expedition to the southern parts or mid parts of Illinois, and squash vine borers that are going to wreak havoc in my backyard. Thank you, I think, Doug, for letting me know that. All right, so tune in this Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Central Time. Go to YouTube, sign up for The Mike Nowak Show, click the little bell on the side, and you'll get notifications when we go live. We'd love to have you be part of the live stream on Sunday and join us when Doug Taron stops by. Doug, thanks so much. Looking forward to it.
Me too. Bye-bye.